Hey, it's Jane. Um, Sorry about the picture quality on that last one. I didn't realize that the auto white balance was oscillating. Um, and by the time the video was done and I saw it, I was like, oh shit, I'm too tired. I can't redo it. So yeah, sorry about that. Um, Note to self: don't have a light directly behind my head. Um, Although when I go home, I'm going to have a much better camera than this. Okay, so where were we? So the last video was last night. It was after my third dilation and before I went to bed. Um, so yeah, yesterday's dilations were pretty darn good. Um, no pain. A smidge of like, I don't know, zero point 0.5 or 1 or something like that out of 10, you know, just in one little tiny spot. And no discomfort yesterday, because I'll get to that. And on the third dilation, I got all the way in, so there was only one dot on the outside. Although at the same time, when I say that, someone made a very cogent point on Blue Sky that I also have a lot of swelling. As the swelling goes down, I'm going to lose perceived depth, which makes sense. So, yeah, maybe just not worrying about the dots so much, and just making sure that the number of dots are reasonably consistent. Like I should not see more than 2 dots right now. As the swelling starts to go down, and it's going to take time for the swelling to go down, quite some time. um, then yeah, I'll start. It'll have the perception that I'm losing depth, but I'm not. Um, so yeah, the 3 dilations were perfectly fine yesterday. Um, Not bad, and I slept okay. Still dealing with these stupid headaches, which sucks. But I slept reasonably well. And this morning at 6 a.m., they took the catheter out, which was great. Oh my God. I was happy to see the back of that. That thing was so annoying. Um, so the catheter has like a balloon inside that's filled with saline, which keeps it in, and then a stitch on the outside to kind of keep it steady. And so she just cut the stitch and then pulled the saline out of the balloon inside and then just slipped it right out. It was a weird feeling as it came out, because as it came out, I felt like I really needed to pee, and so I'm trying to clamp down after it as it's coming out so that I didn't like squirt pee all over her. That would have been embarrassing. Um, but I did. I managed to, you know, nip that one in the bud. um, and then after that, they needed to do like a retention test to see how much urine I was retaining, because they don't want you retaining too much, because I think you have to be under 50 milliliters, and they do 3 tries in the course of the day. If they can't get down under 50 milliliters, then they have to consider putting the catheter back in. But luckily, the first one, it was 80 milliliters still in my bladder, and then the second one, it was only 17 milliliters. So that was it. I was done. I was good. They're happy with me. Now I'm fully responsible for retaining my pee, and not a cock stop. Cock stop. Stop cock. Cock stop. Stop cock. Yeah. So that was all right. Um, and boy, is peeing weird. Whoa, is it a weird experience? It's, I mean, it's a disaster, like, because of the swelling, right? It's just, it's going everywhere and anywhere but down, right? It's creeping along the, the sides and back and then dripping down and, not just going straight down. Actually, it did at first because when I was doing the two samples, because I needed to measure the volume that I was uh, urinating in this like tray like thing that goes into the toilet bowl. And first time I have to pee, I have to pee into a container. Now it's a fairly large container. It's like this big. It's like this the front bit of the toilet bowl. So you got to get it in there. But I sat down and I was like, how far forward should I be? Like, I don't know where this points. Literally, I had no idea where anything pointed. So the first two times when I was actually going into the thing, I seemed to get a pretty straight out um, stream. I know, it's just like, isn't it so much fun? All I do is talk about pee and poo and this is the reality of bottom surgery. This stuff matters. It matters. But anyways, then later on, so after I was completely cleared and everything was fine, and I found, and afterwards, then when I went to pee, it just kind of went everywhere, and I don't know. I don't know. It's bizarre though, because you can feel it, like it's only going like that far, right, from the bladder to the opening. It's only like that far, and you can feel it going like straight down, as opposed to the serpentine thing that I used to do. Very interesting. Very interesting. Yeah, the feelings, the feelings of everything being in different places is weird. It's just so, everything is so weird. I'm drying again. So you can't see it, but I am buck naked from the waist down. I'm getting a lot more comfortable at looking what's going on down there. The everything is scabbing up nicely on the outside. It's still a little bit tender, but it's definitely getting better. Um, the no more bandage over the blood tube, that's closed up. Things are still tender down towards the bottom, but near the top, things are a lot more just kind of scabbed over, which is good. And my clitoris is completely covered. It's covered with blood and gauze, and it's gonna stay like that for several days um, before the big glob of bola falls off. Um, yeah, everything's still like, I mean, everything is still swollen, but I think it's like less swollen than it was yesterday. Um, I spent not a couple hours. I spent an hour icing earlier today, and when I took the ice off, because you got to let it dry afterwards, because there is some moisture. So you got to let it dry after you ice, even though the ice is in bags. But yeah, you still end up being like a little moisture down there. Um, when it was still numb from the ice, and I was just feeling like, just with my mind going through the sensory information coming up from down there. It being numb allowed me to kind of sense the loss of the penis, because I'm still dealing with a little bit of that phantom penis thing. But when it was numb, I wasn't, and I could feel how there was no penis there. It was weird. It's all weird. I keep using that word. I keep saying everything is weird, but you know what? I've never done this before. This is all brand new to me. I don't know what to make of it. It's fascinating, and it's scary, and it's not pretty, but yet it's starting to get pretty. I mean, slowly. It's more gory than pretty, but still, it's. Mm, yeah, I don't think my bruising's going to get any worse. I think what I got right now is pretty much the peak, which is not a lot. Is a little bit of um, banding along my hip line on either side, and beyond that, there's also bruising down at the bottom on my buttocks. Um, yeah, yeah, that bit of. I'm just poking around. The over the clitoris, there's still a piece of gauze kind of stuck to it, and you don't want to pull it off. And it's still damp, and it really shouldn't be damp. But I dilate again in 35 minutes. Um, oh well, whatever. Everything else feels dry. Now dilating today, slightly different story. Still no pain, or like maybe the first time this first I've done two so far today, and I'm doing my third in 35 minutes. Um, the first one, there was a little more pain than yesterday, like maybe a two, like really not very much. The muscles were very tight on either side because you got these floor muscles, right? Going like vertically like that. And then, the dilator pushes them apart like that. And of course, muscles don't like to be manhandled like that. So I knew that they would be stiff and sore this morning. But I would call it moderately uncomfortable. Um, yeah. So the first dilation this morning was moderately uncomfortable, and maybe a two in that one spot inside, and down up the top of the cavity. There's a one spot that I think I broke a stitch, and it's bleeding a little bit more. So, and then my second dilation hurt less, but was just as sore, muscular in the muscles. And again, moderate discomfort. And still going up to like only two dots sticking out. And I still stand by the feeling that the number 4 is actually more comfortable than the number 3, because I find the number 3, because it's thinner, feels more pokey at the end, whereas the number 4, because it's fatter, it's pushing stuff out more, and it doesn't feel as pokey at the end. I think I prefer the number 4 for comfort. Yeah, for comfort in there, which is good because it's the one I'm supposed to be using. Again, 5 minutes on the number 3, followed by 25 minutes on the number 4. So yeah, I'm going to be dilating 4 times a day for the next month, and then it's 3 times a day for 2 months, and then stuff after that. So yeah, I do the third dilation in half an hour. No, less than 20 minutes, and then my last dilation will be at 8 p.m. And then when I go home tomorrow, I won't be dilating while I'm traveling, but yeah, I'll talk about tomorrow because I don't know. Things are kind of up in the air. So okay, here's the deal with these videos. So I'm going to do, obviously I'm doing one today. I'm going to do one tomorrow evening. And then I'll do one the day after that. So the first full day at home. Well, I mean, it might not be my first full day at home. I might have to stay. My friend is picking me up. There's supposed to be a snowstorm, and she might not be comfortable driving all the way to my place. So we may end up spending tomorrow night at her parents' farm, which is close to where she picks me up from the train. So yeah, I might be staying at her parents' place tomorrow night, and then she'll drive me down the next day. We'll see. Depends on the weather. But I'll do two more. I want to do one where it's like a full day at home. So I'll either do two more or three more. And then after that, I'm probably going to say, okay, that's going to be it for this, bottom surgery journey series. But I'm going to keep making videos. It's just that when I make videos going forward, I think they're going to be a little more like kind of random subjects. So I'll keep, filling in on what's going on with the recovery and the progress of dilation and all that sort of stuff. But I would like to just get onto other topics, topics that interest me. And I don't know. I mean, I've got like 15 followers, so I can't imagine. I don't know what anybody would be interested in hearing from me, but there's a lot of stuff I'm interested in, so I can ramble. I was thinking about maybe doing something while I was dilating, because I have a 25-minute session with the number 4. So like deep thoughts while dilating or something like that. I don't know. Maybe that's impractical. We'll see. I'll figure it out. I would like to keep making these videos because at some point down the road I want to make like proper like scripted videos on trans subjects. But I'm just not set up for that at home yet. Maybe next summer I think I might be able to get into something a little more, I don't know, polished, scripted and polished. And also too, I mean, when I get home, my priority is just healing, right? But once things are healed, like a couple months down the road, I am going to make sure that I am getting myself working towards, a proper weight, and some proper exercise, and because for next summer, I wanna look good, and it doesn't take a lot, It's amazing. Like if I lose like 10 pounds, it really has a huge difference in like how my face looks and how my body looks. And yeah, so I'm going to put some effort in for next summer. I want to look cute as much as I can. Although, I mean, these videos, they do not flatter me at all. I can take some decent selfies, and these videos make me I don't look attractive in these videos, but that's not the purpose of these videos. They're about the bottom surgery journey. They're not about Jane looking hot or anything. Like you could look hot in the situation anyways. Yeah. Still have a few more minutes before I have to get ready for my next dilation. So things seem like they're actually settling down quite nicely. Outside it's still a little tender down near the bottom on the outside. And I'm still a little getting in and out of bed, that sort of thing. Because it just feels a little uncomfortable, and I sit down very gently. But it's scabbing up and feeling like not so raw pretty quick, actually. So once once that's gone, once it's like I've got solid scars not scars, so I got solid scabs everywhere, and it's just everything's stabilized. Then I think I'm gonna feel a lot more comfortable, and a lot of this medical fear stuff is gonna go away. So with the dilating, there's definitely more blood today than there was yesterday. Could be that one stitch that I felt pop, or it could just naturally be like constantly stretching all of that stuff inside there is just making more blood being produced. But yeah, there's not a lot. Like, I mean, I'm talking like maybe 15, 20 milliliters of blood in total, right? During a dilation session coming out. But that seems like a lot of blood because I'm used to like cutting my finger, where you've got like 3 drops of blood and then you pinch it and it seals up. It seems like a lot of blood to me, but it's not. And the surgeon came by to see me, and he actually showed up just after I finished my last dilation. So my dilators were still unwashed and all covered in blood and gore and stuff sitting in the sink. So he looked at the dilators. He looked at in the trash at the pad I was sitting on, and then he had a look downstairs, and he said, "Yeah, the amount of blood that he's seeing is exactly the correct amount." And he looked downstairs and he said, "Everything looks great." He was very happy with how things are settling down, and I agree with him. Like rationally, right? I know things are great down there. If I just didn't have this stupid fear, it's so annoying. Because I could possibly be like joyous and shit, right? But I can't really be joyous because I'm just so freaked out by just looking at it. But anyways, yeah, no, he said it's all good. It looks great. Everything's normal. I'm doing good. The depth is fine, and I'm keeping at that depth, so the depth is not shrinking at all, and I just got to keep it up, right? That's all. That's the name of the game. I just constantly keep it up, make sure I maintain the depth that I have, and at the end of year one, I'm pretty much as stabilized as I'm going to be. Um, yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. So, not as much time has gone by, like obviously, because that was late last night that the last video came out, and right now it's like just before 4 p.m. So it's not even it's not even a whole day. Um, so I really only have the catheter coming out, the surgeon coming to see me, and the 2 dilations are the only things I've done basically today. I'm actually looking down there now. Yesterday it was a struggle to look down there. Now I'm actually looking down there going, oh, what is that? Ooh, what is that? I'm starting to move fingers around to see the edge of the hair, feel the edge of the hairline around the outside, and kind of wondering, wait a minute, how did he get that the hair shaped around like that? I'm a little confused about how he managed to rearrange the skin to make it feel like on the inside there's no hair, but along the outside, along the lip line, there is hair. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure how he accomplished that. So um, I'll have to later when it's not not tender or anything, and I can poke around more. I'll have to try and figure out how exactly he shifted all the skin around. Now down underneath, again, I can't show you, and I wouldn't show you, but down underneath, where is it? Oh, oof, this is challenging to touch. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Sorry, I know. Yeah, you're just staring at my face, and I'm not really telling you what I'm doing. I'm just moving my fingers around, and but I can't really press or anything like that. So I'm just kind of very gently touching and seeing. I don't know what's going on down there. It's all mysterious to me. Oh my god. So yeah, yeah. I'm happy. I'm pleased. This is good. This works. This definitely works. Okay, I got 10 minutes before I have to do the next dilation, so maybe I should just cut it short. And yeah. So yeah, not I mean not a lot to share today, but I don't know. It seems like to me it feels like a lot. To me it feels like it's been a full day, and it's not even like half over yet. I still got two more dilations to do, and at 6:30, I have to do a 45-minute like leaving session where they an information session for leaving. So yeah, my basically my day is only half over, um, and it feels like it's been a full day. Everything seems so like woo, big and intense and like like a lot. Everything feels like it's a lot, and the time goes by so fast, which I suppose is a good thing. But yeah, yeah, not as exciting as I kind of hoped this would be. I kind of hoped this video would be a little more exciting than what I've just created, but it is what it is. So yeah, I'll do another video tomorrow night, either from my best friend's parents' place or from my place. And then I will do either one more or two more videos because I want to do one video where I'm fully at home, like from waking up at home and going to bed at home, as a final video for this series. So those are either going to be two more or three more, depending on weather. And then after that, I don't know. I'll keep making videos, but it'll be like random topics and whatever strikes my fancy. I don't know. I don't know. I'm making this shit up as I go. So, yep. Okay, I gotta leave it there. I got dilation to do. So, I love y'all, and I'll see you later. Well, you'll see me later. I won't see you. And have a good day. Have a good night. Have a good whatever time it is you're watching this.